In episode 380, we talk about financial power of attorney. Stick around. We talk about estate planning often with clients. There are three essential documents needed in your estate plan. These three are just the basics. Everyone should have them. The first is a will. The second is an advanced healthcare directive. The third is a financial power of attorney form. Now, regarding a will, if someone's reading your will, you're dead. A will is how you want your assets handled after your death. So it's your desires. But an advanced healthcare directive and a financial power of attorney are for you while you are still with us, while you're still alive. These are really important documents. But you need to know that financial planners and investment advisors can't draft these documents for you. You're going to need an attorney to do that. A good attorney is going to draft all three of these documents at the same time for you. We have found that certain pockets of groups of individuals usually have a will, but they won't have an advanced healthcare directive or a financial power of attorney. And I'll tell you who these people, they usually fall into a couple of buckets. People who were born in the 1940s, those people are now, if you were born in the 1940s in 2024, you're age 75 or more. If you were born in the 1950s, you are now in your late 60s, early 70s. Even someone who was born in the late 60s, say you were born in 1969, in 2024, you're 55 years old. These are people who started families and said, oh my goodness, like we should have a will. And so they go out and get a will done, but they never got the will updated, or they never got these other two documents, the advanced healthcare directive or the financial power of attorney. And these are the people, now that they're in their later years, these are the people who need these documents the most. So do you know someone like this? You might. Could be a parent. It could be you. We also know people who say, gee, that's a good idea. I should really get that done. I'll get to it next week. By the time you need a financial power of attorney, it might be too late. This is really important. A financial power of attorney isn't something that you scribble down on the back of an envelope while you're sitting in the hospital parking lot. First of all, you need to be competent to sign one of these forms. You need to have it drafted by an attorney. In many cases, it needs to be notarized, and you're probably going to need witnesses for this. It's not, again, not something you do on the spur of the moment. And a lot of folks will also say, well, if something happens to me, my kids will have to get involved, or my kids will handle it. And the way that this normally unfolds with many advisors and financial planners is someone calls and they say, I'm so and so's son or daughter, and we want to talk about mom's account. The first couple of things that go off in a good advisor's mind is, we don't know you, so we're not talking to you. Secondly, this could very well be a scam. It's happening more and more. Number three, you could actually be in the hospital, but it might be for something minor. This could be a false alarm. And also, this may not be your intentions at all. I think what a good advisor ought to do, a good financial planner ought to do, is call the client right away and make sure that they're on the same page and that they have permission to discuss this. They should call that client immediately and verify that all this is on the up and up. Another scenario that happens is we'll get a call from someone and they'll say, I'm Mr. Client's son or daughter, and he's in the hospital and it's not looking too good, and we're going to need money because we have to pay some bills. We have a couple of suggestions. While you're still with it, introduce us. Let us know what your plans are. Yeah, my daughter Sally, she's going to be handling all of this stuff. Introduce us. Okay, if we do it on the phone, it would be better to do it in person. It would be okay to do it over like a three-way Zoom call, but introduce us so we know who this person is. Secondly, get us the actual document, get us the financial power of attorney. That's really critical. The next thing that we need to prepare you for is the brokerage firm where the assets are going to require their own documentation, and it's not going to be a one pager. The current forms that we're using right now for a brokerage firm, they're 19 pages. They've got to be signed by both parties. They've got to be notarized. It's, again, a little complicated, and it's not something that you can do spur of the moment. One other suggestion that we have, whether we're dealing with an estate or we're dealing with a financial power of attorney, it's this: one person only, please. It's it's a problem when we have these conversations and they'll go something like, well, that sounds good, but I need to talk to my brother, or I need to talk to my sister, or my brother disagrees with this, or we can't agree on how. Look, we're all here to help mom. We're all here to help dad. Let's get it together. Just have one point person, please. There's a lot involved when it comes to things like estate planning and financial power of attorney. That's why we wanted to put this video together for you. In a future video, we will talk more about the advanced healthcare directive and also your will. But that's the message today for episode 380. Thanks for tuning in.